ReLeaf Michigan's Big Tree Hunt is officially running now through August of 2025, inviting participants of all ages to locate and measure Michigan's largest trees. Giving us more details on this contest from ReLeaf Michigan, Project Forester, Lindsay Lights joins us right here on the Splash Live. How you doing, Lindsay?
I'm so happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing just good. I'm doing just great. Now, we spoke last year about this as well, so I want to kind of briefly talk about that and then just come up to date now. So can you just tell us, how has the greater West Bloomfield community, our local community, contributed to the Michigan Big Tree Hunt?
Over the years of the contest, it started in 1994, there have been nominations that come from the West Bloomfield and the area around there. And the whole county, Oakland County's always had great participation. One really interesting thing I found looking through the data is that there's people who live in West Bloomfield, but they travel and they go and enter a tree. One I saw was all the way in Ottawa County.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if there's any connection, but has that had any impact on the local conservation efforts?
I think it directly gets people to look outside and care about them. So this project is really that first piece. It's an awareness piece. It's, oh, wow, I never noticed this giant tree on the block, but wow, that's awesome. And I want to take care of my tree so it can get that big.
Yes. Nice. I want to continue to dig a little bit more into this contest and a little bit more as well while we do have you on the program. But besides that, what initiatives has ReLeaf Michigan undertaken to educate some residents of not only just Greater West Bloomfield, but of Michigan about the importance of tree conservation through the Big Tree Hunt?
I'm so happy you asked that. ReLeaf Michigan does a couple different avenues other than the Big Tree Hunt.
Okay.
We do community tree plantings and community presentations. So we planted at Johnson Nature Center last year, and in there we put a sugar bush. So we planted 25 sugar maple trees that will grow up, and eventually they will produce sugar that will produce the sap that makes maple syrup. And that'll be a way to engage students and engage people who want to care about the trees and get some hands-on activities about that. We also do presentations. So in the past, we've done a planting and maintenance presentation. That one was in 2011. Our organization has been around since 1988, doing this across the state. We also came and talked about pruning in 2023. So we do these presentations. They're normally for homeowners directly. They're about a 7 p.m. time at the local library. And anybody who's interested in trees can come and get easy information. They can go back and take care of their trees.
Nice. Okay. Look at that. So you are doing a lot to educate people, not just make this a contest, but let people know the purpose behind it and, the tree conservation and things of that nature. So literally things of that nature. I'm in my own head sometimes. But okay, good to know that. Now, very briefly, are there any groups from West Bloomfield or Greater West Bloomfield or even schools that have come together to participate in the Big Tree Hunt by any chance?
The wild ones of Oakland County, they are a group who they like to plant a lot of native. They like to get seeds, good seed source, and we've done presentations with them. Nice. And we really want to talk to the schools now even more. We want to get the kids out there.
No, I agree. Please get them out there. Get them out of school, away from the tablets, the devices. I mean, those are cool every now and then, but outside, I'm always with that as well. With me right here live on the Splash, by the way, from ReLeaf Michigan, we have Project Forester, Lindsay Lights, just talking about the overall Big Tree Hunt and some of the difference that Greater West Bloomfield residents have made in this contest as well. Now, just continuing on, any notable record-breaking trees that's been discovered in West Bloomfield maybe, or even an area close to us?
Well, I know there's a lot of really special trees there, and that's why it's so important to get this message out to you guys. But none off the top of my head. There are state champions in Oakland County, but we're still looking for a huge one at one of those forests that hasn't been touched for a while, somewhere people haven't been able to go in and cut down, somewhere that's been preserved, maybe somewhere like Bloomer Park. We're still looking for the huge one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see it too. I can't wait to see that too and to see exactly where it is so we can just make it like a big tourist spot as well. Now, in what ways does participating in this big tree hunt benefit some local communities even beyond the environmental awareness aspect?
That's a great question. Just getting outside and into nature, just having our feet on the ground and looking up at trees, that is instantly going to make people feel better. And then that impact multiplies when they enter a tree to the contest. We can share about it as the big tree of the week and just excite people and inspire them to get outside. It's exercise, it's good for your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You can get some really good fresh air, get some nice deep breaths, which in turn will give you some great sleep.
Yeah.
So we know about those traditional benefits of trees, but hopefully that's a little bit of the extra stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, get outside and enjoy, especially now that the summer's here. If looking out the window and seeing the sun bright and
Mhm.
outside warm doesn't get you outside, I don't know what does. But this is another great reason to do so as well. Now, on the planning and producing side of this entire contest, it's not just all smooth sailing, right? So let's talk about the challenges. What challenges have you faced in promoting this big tree hunt, even specifically in suburban areas like Greater West Bloomfield?
Yes, there's so many people there and our thing is getting the word out. So we try to get it out with paper entry forms and try to get into the libraries. Some way we've kind of worked with that challenge is we went to the statewide library conference to get in direct communication with the librarians. And there we even had a sign up sheet for presentations and about 15 different libraries signed up and asked us to come back to their communities.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, once I feel like once people get the word out, they know about it, then it's like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that was going on. Then they gain interest, and then word of mouth spreads like like anything else. So I completely get that as well.
It's
Uh,
an easy contest to enter. We
mm-hmm.
only go by circumference. So it's right the distance around the trunk of the tree where you go up to it and hug it. So it's really easy for anybody to join.
Yeah. So and that was going to be my next question. How does the contest work? Tell people how they can enter and that type of thing. So you just gave a little bit more. Can you please give the full context?
Absolutely. So on our website, bigtreehunt.com, BIGTREEHUNT.com, there is all the information you're going to need and an online entry form with diagrams. But what we're looking for is we're looking for people to go out, pick the biggest tree they know, or even go out to the woods and hunt for the biggest tree they know and take the circumference measurement.
Yep.
That's the distance all the way around the trunk of the tree. You measure that, take a couple pictures of the tree, and then send that back to us via bigtreehunt.com. We pick winners in different categories. So there's a winner per county. We identify the biggest tree in Oakland County. Right now, you guys are at 11 nominations. That's towards the top,
Hey.
but we could take some more.
Okay.
And it's up from the last time you and I talked on the
Mm-hmm.
show.
Mm-hmm.
And so we award trees the biggest in each county. We do the biggest white pine in the state. We also do the biggest tree entered in different age groups. So there's
Oh.
multiple ways to win. There's lots of ways to get your special tree admired and recognized.
Nice. Find your special tree and send it in. It could be the most special tree in the state of Michigan, with that being said. Lindsay, thank you so much. Any upcoming events, programs planned for our local communities to further engage the community in tree conservation and education by any chance?
There are tree plantings in the surrounding counties coming up and some presentations, but right now we're still looking to do plantings. There's tree planting application at our website, and there's presentation applications at our website. So we want to come talk to everybody about trees, whether we're getting our hands on the trees or we're coming and talking in a presentation format.
That's right. That's right. Thank you again for your information, your time, and for promoting something like this right here in our Greater West Bloomfield community. Once again, from ReLeaf, Michigan, Project Forester, Lindsay Lights. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.